Welcome back to Trails of Cold Steel 3. Let's continue on with this cutscene that we were interrupted in by my timer last time.
Two completely different plans with completely different goals. What happens when they clash?
You needn't worry about the Abyss. Her collaborators are truly adept individuals, and they will make formidable foes. And as for the Great Twilight and the Phantasmal Blaze plan, you'll find your answer 250 years ago, on that fateful day.
Fool. I do not know if you are doing this out of a sense of duty to the man you fell for. However, you and Vida are the same. You have no idea how I... It seems I have no choice but to put my trust in Emma, Celine, and that Ashen child.
Okay, well, welcome back. Apparently there is a blocked scene that will not record. So to give you an update of what just happened, I mean, I'm in complete and absolute awe right now. I'm like really tripping out right now because I'm kind of debating on whether or not I should say anything. I mean, you are joining me for this journey. So, spoiler alert, if you don't want to hear it, end it now. They cut to a scene where Angie went to a graveyard and visited Crow's burial site. She decided to dig up his body, and his body was in there, but it wasn't his body. It was a lifelike wax doll, manufactured by none other than George, our plump engineer friend. However, George is working for the gnomes, apparently, and shot Angie, or at least that's the impression that you get from the cutscene. I'm like reeling. If you have been following me up into this point and playing the game for yourself, just wow. Just wow. Let's continue though. We've got the Courageous here. Ah, it's the main campus. That's right, they were using the Courageous. Hugo's there. God, I'm still reeling over that cutscene. I really wish it was something that could have been shown, but it just automatically blocked it.
We are now over the western part of the Isengard mountain range. Estimated arrival in Heimdall is 1410.
Maintain current course and speed. Once we reach Ulster, adjust course to run parallel to the railroad.
Aye, aye, Captain.
You have my thanks, Your Grace. Your assistance this past week has been invaluable.
Neidhart.
Think nothing of it. This is the Crimson Wing's job, after all. I've no doubt your first bout of field exercises in Northumbria saw you even busier than I. It is I who should be thanking you for your hard work.
To be honest, I'm having a difficult time deciding how to proceed as a teacher.
Perhaps that is a sign of General Craig's influence. I would advise you to follow your own convictions for the time being. That way, you may...
Ah, instructor. There you are.
The Prince.
Cadet Arner.
Greetings, my lord.
Seeing it up close, the Courageous is truly amazing. And though it was barely used during the Civil War, its main cannon is certainly impressive as well. Perhaps we should consider deploying a number of cruisers to match our fleet of battleships.
Cadet. It is true that during an emergency, such power may prove beneficial. Learning when to use one's power and when to refrain is an important lesson. If that is the lesson your field exercises have taught you, then I'd say it is safe to declare them a success.
Yes, of course. My thanks, Captain Arcade. I look forward to seeing you again. I wish you luck patrolling the summer festival alongside my older brother.
I recognize those catacombs. That's below Heimdall.
Damn it! How many times have they slipped away like that now? There's no end to it!
We need help from the Intelligence Division or the RMP.
Man, it'd be nice if all we had to deal with are those half-wits. But we can't afford to let our guard down. Spread out and lay low until the appointed time. Be sure you've got your Ramdas ready to use.
Roger. Recommencing mission. Red flowers?
I don't think so. There's no end to them.
Vita?
The eyes which served as the vessel for the bringer of miracles. But when the flame consumed the mirage, the fairy tale became that of the Empire. So as a professional, how do you intend to intervene?
Oh, was I that obvious? To be perfectly honest, I'm having a bit of trouble finding a lead. I was hoping we could work together as friends and colleagues and have ourselves a little information exchange. I could even help you bury the hatchet with the elder of your clan, perhaps?
That's right. You have an agreement with her, don't you? Well, I'll consider your offer. However, I ask that you play nice from now on, Mr. Former History Instructor. Or should I say, Second Dominion, Thomas Lysander the Partitioner.
Well, Thomas is in the fold, huh? Valflame Palace. Ismalius Garden. Ah, the Emperor. Emperor Eugen III. And Empress Priscilla.
I would not have expected that Olivert would be missing the party like this.
It is unfortunate, yet understandable, given the current situation. With the Crimson Wings safeguarding Heimdall's skies, I'm sure the citizens will feel at ease.
Yes, but I can't help but feel bad for him. I wonder if he's been upset over Cedric's actions of late.
Olivert isn't the type to let that get to him. You should know this as well as I.
No, you're right. He was only a young boy when he lost his mother and was adopted into the royal family. I would have understood if he hadn't accepted me, given his early life. But he gladly welcomed me as his stepmother and was truly happy when Alphen and Cedric were born.
Yes, that is the virtue he possesses. It's easy to believe he has friends not simply across Erebonia, but the entire continent.
Yes. However, recently, even though Cedric once looked up to his older brother, he...
Pardon me, Your Highness. Chancellor Osborne would like an audience.
Very well. Send him in.
Gileath Osborne.
My apologies for interrupting, my liege. You as well, Lady Priscilla.
No. It's quite all right. I shall excuse myself now.
She seems to have some worries about the prince.
It is to be expected, so long as she sees things differently from you.
Understood.
In any event, it seems things are beginning to line up with what was written in the records.
Yes, though we set the timing for the Civil War ourselves. By this point, however, the ending is all but decided. But are you certain this is all right? Leaving everything in my hands?
As I told you 14 years ago, if there truly is no other way to avoid this end, then I shall leave it all to you. It may place a great burden on my sons, but could not the same be said of you?
Yes, my liege.
Radiant Heimdall. With July, summer was in full swing and leave. However, with Thor's move back towards being a traditional military academy, no summer uniforms were given out. Students at both the main and branch campuses were only allowed to remove their inner lining from their normal uniforms. As students across the campuses were wilting under the sun's harsh rays, a certain event was about to take place that would bring them all together.
Was that person you and the other instructors fought the real Saint Leanne?
Without a doubt. She was tremendously strong, and that aura of hers certainly seemed real. But it's possible one of Ouroboros' members is just posing as her. Let's put that aside for now, though.
Don't
be stingy.
Alright, with that I'm going to call the episode here. When we return, we'll go ahead and wander around the campus. Until then, I'm Zero Kayx. We'll see you in the next one.